our consciousness actually goes beyond our brain, that it's not even a question anymore. And so what do you say to those skeptics? I think you have skeptics again on a spectrum. You have the diehard skeptic that is totally entrenched in their worldview, that no matter how many papers, no matter how much evidence I show them, they just aren't going to shift. And that's fine. And they're totally entitled to that belief. And I'm not going to actually spend any energy trying to convince them. To me, I don't feel like that's a very useful way to spend my time and energy. But then you have the people in the middle who are really open and curious. And they're the ones that I would want to speak to about the evidence that is lending support that our consciousness really is not limited to our physical brain. We have near-death experience, we have out-of-body experience, we have multiple experiments done in the lab and out of the lab with different targets. The list goes on, and I'm happy to talk about some of those in more detail if you'd like, but the evidence is there. I feel that is really supporting this. The other thing that's really interesting is there's also work done in cosmology and quantum physics that is actually supporting this notion as well, that consciousness is perhaps fundamental, and that the underlying sort of substance of the universe is information, of which our consciousness is part of. So it's quite fascinating. I'm not a cosmologist or a physicist, so I can speak at a very layman's level understanding of that, but what we're seeing is that this is definitely providing support for this idea of non-local consciousness.